Hi, this is Joby Provido, and you're listening to Contemplating the Rosary, where we talk about how to pray the Holy Rosary even better. In 104 episodes, over 4 seasons, we will explore a method of how to say the Rosary the way Pope St. John Paul II, Pope Paul VI, and other Rosary advocates recommend, and that's by contemplating the mysteries while we say the Our Father, Hail Mary, and Glory Be. This podcast is based on the book Beyond the Veil, Contemplating the Mysteries of the Holy Rosary, available at Lazada in the Philippines and in print or Kindle on Amazon wherever you are. Visit kindlingspress.com for more information and where you can read and download the episode guide. This is episode 78 of the series, the 25th and final episode of season 3. It's nice to have you back here listening in on how we can pray the Rosary the contemplative way. As always, after finishing a set of mysteries, we have a Lighthouse episode. And this one is something I've been really excited about. Today, we'll talk about a series of prayers we usually do after saying the Rosary, and I'm referring to the Litany of the Blessed Virgin Mary. It would be nice to start by explaining what a litany is. It is a series of short invocations where we ask God or a saint or saints to pray for us. In the Litany of the Blessed Virgin, we call her by her many titles to ask her intercession, to bring our prayers to her Son. Through her many titles, we praise Mary for being God's unique masterpiece. In her titles, we list her wonderful attributes, which reminds us of her beauty and at the same time glorifies God for creating such a perfect being. As we say the litany, we also get to know Mary through the different qualities the Church ascribes to her. For example, she is holy. She is the Holy Mother of God. She is the Holy Virgin of Virgins. Now, this isn't just exaggerated pious language, but theologically correct. Otherwise, the Church would not have included them. There's this saying in the Church, lex orandi, lex credendi. Loosely translated, it means that what we say in prayer is what we believe. So, all the things we say in the litany truthfully describe Mary. By going through each of her titles, we get to know Our Lady. It's like epithets used by writers to introduce their characters in epics, novels, stories, TV shows, movies. For example, when Homer introduces Achilles, he uses the phrase Achilles of the swift feet. So without the need for much words, we understand Achilles is agile. In the Game of Thrones, when Daenerys is called first of her name, the unburnt, Khaleesi, protector of the realm, breaker of chains, and mother of dragons, without a lot of words, we get an idea of who she is. We also do this in real life. We call Elvis the king of rock and roll. Margaret Thatcher is the Iron Lady, and Saint Mother Teresa is the saint of the gutters. With these nicknames, we know what they are. The same goes for Our Lady. Each of the titles describe a trait in her that we hold in high esteem. If I may again plug one of my books, I've written a book entitled A Sky Full of Stars, which explains each of Mary's titles in the litany with much detail. Now, why would we want to know Our Lady through her titles? Well, it's very difficult to fall in love with someone we don't know. It's just natural that when we are smitten by someone, we try to find out as much as possible about that person. Let's take, for example, a boy who goes to a party and a girl catches his eye. He finds out her name and after the party, connects to the internet and finds out more about her. He searches her Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, and the more he knows about her, the more smitten he gets, and the more he wants to know about her. And this cycle continues until he finally does the inevitable, which is to ask her out to finally know her personally. The Litany of the Blessed Virgin is her Facebook, her Instagram, her LinkedIn, where we can know more about her and fall in love with her over and over again. It will end with us asking her to take us to heaven where we can know her personally. What son or daughter wouldn't want to be with his or her mother? Finally, I like how a friend of mine thinks of the litany as the final touches of packaging the Rosary, as if it were a gift to Our Lady. I have a friend who has a knack of wrapping gifts. He buys the nicest wrapping paper and ribbons and the most beautiful cards. Whatever gift he has seems to double in value when it is wrapped beautifully. And maybe this is something we can do also with our Rosary. Let's wrap it up with the litany so that what is already beautiful becomes even more beautiful to Our Lady. Let's make every rosary Mother's Day for Mary. That's our episode for today. Don't forget to like this episode, click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll be notified when the next episode drops. As always, this podcast is brought to you by thecatholicdocs.com and kindlingspress.com, where you can read more articles on the Catholic faith and find more books on Catholicism. This has been Joby Provido. I'll say goodbye for now, and please join me again next time when we can learn to pray the Rosary better. Bye-bye.